Unlock your inner citadel, ancient secrets to unshakable confidence. Imagine standing in a quiet courtyard at dawn, surrounded by the towering stone keep of an ancient warrior. The breeze whispers the names of forgotten heroes, yet you feel an unshakable surge of certainty deep within your chest. This is the essence of the inner citadel, a fortress of self-belief that never cracks, no matter what storms rage outside. Over the next 5 chapters, we will walk through timeless lessons, drawn from Stoic philosophers, Hindu sages, and Norse runes, that will equip you to build that fortress of confidence in everyday life. Let us journey together. Chapter 1: The Mountain of the Buddha. In ancient India, a monk named Siddhartha left his palace to search for truth. He wandered beneath towering banyan trees, listening to the wind speak of impermanence. One day, while seated on a mossy rock, he realized that the deepest form of confidence arises from knowing oneself. His journey did not end in a sermon. It began a new way of being, the Buddha's path to inner self-mastery. The moral of this parable is simple. True confidence is not about applause or external accolades. It is about mastering the mind, cultivating calm, and embracing the present moment. By turning inward, we silence the noise that whispers self-doubt and make our inner voice the loudest. Practical application: as soon as you start the day, pause for a minute. Close your eyes and feel your breath. Notice how your chest expands, how your body moves. This tiny ritual sets a steady backdrop for the rest of the day, reminding you that you are grounded no matter what the outside world brings. By rooting yourself in calm awareness, you nurture a steady sea of confidence that does not falter with gossip or criticism. When you approach a big presentation or a difficult conversation, remember the monk's quiet resolve and let your breath be your anchor. Feel the steadiness of your breath. Visualize a mountain that never moves. This is your internal citadel, and it begins with a single step on the path of stillness. Call to action: if you found this insight helpful, please like and share with a friend who could use a calm boost. Subscribe or follow for your next dose of ancient wisdom and modern confidence hacks. Reflective question: how often do you pause to breathe and check in with your inner state before facing external challenges? Chapter 2: The Siege of the Samurai. In feudal Japan, a samurai warrior once faced a formidable opponent, an entire unit of armored marauders. The samurai did not count himself overmatched. Instead, he viewed the encounter as a test of his faith in his own skills. He reminded himself that the wind can't halt a grounded tree, nor can fear destroy a mind trained to hold its own. This narrative teaches that confidence is akin to a tree rooted deep in the earth. By focusing on one's strengths, you establish an unshakable stance that refuses to collapse under pressure. Confidence is a belief in your abilities, amplified by the knowledge that you can weather adversity. How to apply: identify a skill you are proud of, whether it's data analysis, creative writing, or the art of conversation. Every day, set a brief micro goal that nudges you further. The steady, incremental progress strengthens the roots of confidence, making you less vulnerable to criticism. When you face a new task, say, preparing for a promotion interview, recall the samurai's calm stance. Speak to yourself as you would to an older friend: you've done this before, you are capable, and you will do it well. This self-talk fuels confidence, much like a warrior's resolve. Confidence grows not from external validation, but from the quiet trust you place in your practice and preparation. Let each small win become another rung of your inner citadel. Call to action: if the samurai's story resonated with you, share a story of a personal victory that boosted your confidence. Tap like, subscribe, and let's grow together. Reflective question: how many times a week do you deliberately highlight and celebrate a small victory to reinforce your self-belief? Chapter 3: The Runes of Roanoke. Long ago, North American indigenous people carved runes into sacred stones to invoke strength. Among them, the rune Jai, the whirlwind, was believed to encapsulate power and unyielding force. The people who engraved the rune on their family flag carried it into battle, and it became a symbol of courage unshaken by fear. This ancient ritual reminds us that our self-belief can be visualized, externalized, and then internalized back into our psyche. Symbols bridge abstract confidence into a tangible form. Implement this idea: Choose a symbol that represents confidence to you, a simple shape like a circle, a rune, or an image of a mountain. Write it on a sticky note and place it on your desk or mirror. Whenever anxiety surfaces, press your fingers to the symbol and recall its meaning. Your mind will soon rewire itself to associate that image with serenity and power, like a mental bookmark of calm. When starting a new project or stepping into a room you're unfamiliar with, glance at the symbol. See the representation of steadfastness, feel the power surge in your body. Your personal sigil becomes an anchor, a ritual cue signaling that you are ready. By turning confidence into a concrete visual, you create a personal memory path. That path leads wherever the world takes you, and you can rest in its solidity. Call to action. If you enjoyed the rune exercise, leave a comment describing your chosen symbol. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can access more practical steps. Reflective question. What symbol could you carve now into your life's timeline to remind yourself of your own strength? Chapter 4. The Philosopher's Court. In the Agora of Athens, a philosopher named Socrates famously said, "Know thyself." He was not talking about fame or wealth, but about the depth of one's own character and potential. He believed that self-knowledge is the root of all confidence. When you understand your values, you do not waver in the wind. Let the wisdom of Socrates inspire your practice. Begin with self-reflection. Identify one core value that defines who you are. Make that your North Star. When external voices try to distract, align your thoughts and actions back to that value. You will feel a steady inner push, as if you were resting on a firm pedestal. The exercise of daily journaling can deepen this self-knowledge. Write a short entry each evening. Today I acted in line with value. When I felt uncertain, what prompted that doubt, and how did I resolve it? Over time, patterns emerge, revealing where you most thrive and where doubt festers. You will recognize when your confidence is genuine and when it is illusionary. Imagine yourself as a statue, solid as marble, carved by honest reflection. That statue stands tall even when storms blow at its base. This self-awareness becomes the very foundation of your inner citadel, allowing you to withstand any gust. Call to action. If you feel the call to dig deeper into your values, share your most important value in the comments. Remember to like, share, and hit subscribe for fresh insight on ancient self-doubt defeaters. Reflective question. When was the last time you confronted your doubts by aligning with your core values? Chapter 5. The Roman Citadel. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor and philosopher, instructed himself to see his kingdom as a garden of disciplined minds. He faced constant wars and political upheavals, but never lost his resolve. His meditations reveal that confidence thrives when we view challenges as opportunities to practice virtue, not as threats. Take a page from the emperor's playbook. When something unsettles you, shift your lens to the learning that arises. Treat each challenge as a training ground for mastery. By reframing fear as a teacher, you fortify your inner citadel against future storms. In practice, create a challenge journal. Each time an obstacle surfaces, jot it down, then write down the skill or virtue you can practice with it, be it resilience, patience, humility, or strategic thinking. Revisit the entry weekly. Did you grow? Did your confidence rise? The habit turns adversity into purposeful training. When faced with uncertainty about a career shift or personal decision, remember that the Roman citadel stands firm because its walls were built from countless lessons. Your own citadel can be similarly fortified by using every conflict as a chance to refine your discipline. Call to action. If you're ready to turn your next challenge into a stepping stone, hit like, share, and subscribe. Let's build inner citadels together. Reflective question. How can you reframe your next challenge from a threat into a practice opportunity for confidence? Philosophy Spotlight, Stoicism. Stoicism is often described as the art of being calmly confident amid life's turbulence. It teaches that while we cannot control the world outside us, we can master our reactions and uphold our inner virtue. Marcus Aurelius, the late Roman emperor, found discipline and inner peace by practicing Stoic principles daily, even while leading an empire. In simple terms, the Stoic philosophy says, choose your attitude. When faced with an event, the event itself does not harm you. Your judgment does. By adjusting your judgment, By seeing events as neutral and choosing to respond with rationality, your inner citadel remains unbroken. 3 essential lessons for modern success. 1. Focus on what you can control. Your effort, attitude, and response remain within your sphere of influence, even when external circumstances swirl. When a project stalls, concentrate on the next actionable step, not on the delay itself. 2. Practice negative visualization. By picturing worst-case scenarios, you diminish fear. This is not pessimism, it is preparation. When you anticipate the sting of criticism, you become emotionally ready to withstand it, turning potential threats into routine challenges. 3. Adopt the practice of reflective journaling at night. Reviewing yesterday's actions in Stoic terms, did I react wisely? Forges the habit of mindful improvement. It strengthens confidence because you continuously calibrate your behavior to align with your values instead of fleeting emotions. How Stoicism ties in. Each chapter above echoes Stoic resilience. The Buddha's meditation aligns with focusing internal stillness. The samurai's grounded stance relates to focusing on controllable skills. The rune symbolism mirrors the Stoic use of visual cues, the Stoic, imagining the death to keep perspective. Socrates' self-knowledge aligns with Stoic introspection, and Marcus's citadel epitomizes the Stoic fortress. By adopting these Stoic habits, you can keep your inner citadel intact for years, no matter how fierce the winds outside. Final call to action. Thank you for stepping into the ancient corridors of confidence with us. Your inner citadel is not a distant myth. It is a present reality you can build. Start with one practice from today, be it a breath pause, a symbol, a value journal, or a challenge reflection, and watch it grow into a steadfast fortress. Remember, confidence is a practice, not a prize. Let every step be a brick. If you found these lessons useful, please give us a like, share with a friend who needs this boost, and subscribe or follow for more journeys into ancient wisdom and modern empowerment. Together, we'll keep building citadels that never crumble.